Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes.
Oh, wow.
Delgado takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point.
Oh, my goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis. Natalviero has time. Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Things are heating up here in the South Division, which sets up the stage for our main attraction tonight at the Alonte Sports Arena in the city of Biñan in the province of Laguna. Our main attraction features ang pagbabalik ng isa sa mga bisdak, Mac Talio, Spider-Mac, finding his way back home with the Cebu Greats, and they will look to salvage their season going up against a fellow Cebuano here in Kenny Roacurva from Camotes Island. He's the top scorer so far para dito sa Biñan, and this is a very important matchup here in the South Division. Biñan looking to defend their home turf kalaban ang Cebu Greats. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, Ken Panglinan with Cedelf Tupas. And Cedelf, itong Biñan, they've been in a bind. They've lost their last 3 games, including 2 at home. Very tricky situation going up against a revamped Cebu Greats.
Well, definitely a tough task ahead para dito sa Biñan. You'll never know what you're gonna get with Cebu right now because they are coming off a revamp, no, or some big roster changes, and nakita natin June Manzo, Paul Desiderio, Mac Talio, some of the best and finest that Cebu has to offer are in the league together in one team. So, you know, it's gonna take some time maybe, pero syempre may ang dugong Cebuano, alam natin na hindi magpapatalo yan, lalo na dito sa MPBL.
You're watching us live on the official Facebook page and YouTube channel, and we're also live right now on Solar Sports. And now we introduce again our third member of our panel, si Miss Lyra Punsalan. Lyra, it's an important game between Biñan and Cebu. What do you have for us?
Maraming salamat, Ken. Sadel, finally dream come true daw itong gabing ito para kay Mac Talio, because after years of experience in the MPBL, ngayong gabi suot na niya finally ang jersey ng hometown niya, the Cebu Greats. Sobrang saya daw niya dahil this time hindi lang ito basta laro, it's home, and mas lumalakas na nga ang kumpiyansa ng Team Cebu dahil magkakasama na silang mga Cebuanos na magkakakilala at magkalaro na since high school pa lamang. Bonus pa, Mac's also very proud to say that he's repping not just the Cebu Greats but the entire Philippines as he gears up again for his FIBA 3x3 comeback. Hindi lang Cebu pride, country pride din itong Cebuano ito. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra, and certainly for Mac Talio, trying to find the resurgence here as he goes back to his roots para dito sa Cebu. And one guy na nakauna na dito for Cebu, June Manzo, spectacular in that game against Pampanga. And he was really struggling for Mindoro, but he has really found his groove immediately para dito sa Cebu.
Well, June Manzo, you know, he was very important, an important player at the start of his season for Mindoro. Actually, you know, almost single-handedly beat Biñan here while wearing a Mindoro uniform. Now, he's representing Cebu, had a 20-point performance against Pampanga, 5 rebounds and 6 assists, all-around game para kay June Manzo. And you expect June Manzo to command the ball and really dictate the play para dito sa Cebu. This is going to be, you know, he has the keys to the offense here, and he is going to be instrumental moving forward for the Cebu Greats. Kung saan mararating ng Cebu Greats, depende yon sa performance ni June Manzo.
And they have a tough stretch before those new players came into the fold para dito sa Cebu, and he got some help. Itong si June Manzo, John Hamon, Paul Desiderio, and JR Quinyahan chipped in really well in that losing toss against Pampanga.
Well, Paul Desiderio is a Cebuano, JR Quinyahan, a Cebuano. I'm sure they are beaming with pride right now playing for Cebu. And, you know, John Hamon able to, you know, return to Cebu after, you know, getting released. No, binawi siya, no, binalik siya dito sa lineup na to. These are performances that, you know, na kailangan ng Cebu collectively para makakuha ng mga panalo dito. I think, you know, Paul may be good for 12 points and JR probably good for 2 or 4 more points para sa kanila, and they need these 3 players really to step up every game para may chance silang manalo.
And Cebu will go up against a veteran-laden squad in the Biñan Tatakgel. As we mentioned, they have dropped their last 3 games. But the interior for them remains a foothold para sa kanila, especially with the dynamic duo of Mark Pingris and Mike Maestre down low.
Well, Mark Pingris, ano pa rin eh. He's a big-time player para sa kanila. Very important. Ito si Pinoy Sakuragi. Especially when they struggle with shooting the basketball, they need him to produce baskets inside the paint. Just a strong interior presence. Ito si Mark Pingris and Mike Maestre. You need him to produce at the 3 or 4 spot. Ito si Mike Maestre. But again, Biñan, their problems lie behind, their struggles sa shooting the basketball. I think they have to improve in that aspect. Carlo Lastimosa and Pamboy Raimundo struggled in the last game and they need to step up para sa kanilang kupunan para maka-end itong losing streak nila.
And the guy that really kept them afloat in their 3-game losing skid is arguably their most dynamic scorer, Kenny Rockworva. He had that stint with Pasig that carried over para dito sa Biñan.
Well, Kenny Roger Rocacorva, 13 points against Batangas, but doing more of defending Levi Hernandez in this game. Kaya limitado itong opportunities niya na makascore. Only 7 attempts para kay Kenny Roger Rocacorva. If Biñan really wants to move forward, Kenny has to take at least 12 shots in every game. So, kailangan ito si Kenny Roger Rocacorva to produce more para dito sa Biñan to end the skid.
2 teams in the South collide in our main game. It's Cebu contra Biñan. Let's go to Richard Campos as he introduces our starting lineups.
At guard, number 3, June Manzo. Playing center, number 9, Dolan Adlawan. Forward, number 13, Mark Meneses. Starting at guard, number 18, Paul Desiderio. And at forward, number 42, Lian Martel. Cebu Greats is led by the hitman, Jundi Valenzuela. Assistant coaches, Ronje Enrile, Corby Concepcion, and Cebuano hotshot, Dondon Hontiveros. The team manager, John Santos. Team representative, Samson Lato. And now, for your Biñan Tatakgel Beast Motorcycle Tire GameX. At guard, number 77, J.J. Bido. Forward, number 31, Jmar Gimpayan. Also at forward, number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. Coming in at center, number 4, Kristan Big Boy Hernandez. Starting at guard, number 26, your very own from Barangay Canlalay, Ronnie Alonte. The head coach is Boyet Fernandez. His assistants are Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliasar Cabototan, and J.R. Manansala. LGU partner is Honorable Mayor Jel Alonte with Ruben Tan and Monching Talisay on the team representative, or make the team honors Jid Anyo Nuevo.
Starting 5 brought to you by OneXBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with OneXBet. Cebu will start off with June Manso, Paul Desiderio, Dolan Adlawan, Mark Meneses, and Lian Martel. For Biñan, JJ Pido, Biñan's own Ronnie Alonte, Big Boy Hernandez, Jmar Gimpayan, and Carlo Lastimosa. Cebu is 4-13, still a glimmer of hope of making it to the play-in, especially with June Manzo playing really superb for them. Carlo Lastimosa and Biñan look to arrest their 3-game losing skid.
It's been a roller coaster season so far for Biñan. They did not start the season well, and then had a bit of a surge after their early struggles, and then back to those struggles again here in the last few weeks of the season.
At one point was the hottest team in the South. 7 straight wins para dito sa Biñan. June Manzo fires, too strong on that free. Ball will go to Biñan.
JJ Pido and Ronnie Alonte are in the starting lineup in place of Pamboy Raimundo and Kenny Rucacurva. So you have to remember Biñan traded Christian Pajarito and Jeff Chan for Warren Bonifacio. Warren Bonifacio is not suiting up tonight. No, hindi pa siya maglalaro dito, but you expect him to play, in the coming games para dito sa Biñan.
Desiderio. Pass intended to Adlawan. Turnover. Gimpayan. Sidestep. Got away with the walk. Actually, yun na nga. Pinito na. Traveling call.
That's clearly a travel. What I si Adlawan doon, no, na pabayaan niya lang yung bola. But buti na lang, hindi nakat.
Not even close. Gimpayan the rebound. Nobody scoring yet for either team. Lastimosa trying to change that. That one bouncing off the rim. Martel with a running start. Martel. Oh, great dump pass inside for the first 2 points, courtesy of Mark Meneses.
Well, 3 players of Cebu running the floor. They're giving Martel options on that transition opportunity, and Martel finding the right man in Meneses for the 2 points.
Ian Martel had 7 points, but also 7 rebounds and 5 assists in that loss against Pampanga. Lastimosa steps into a jumper, wala pa din. Tatakbo na naman ng Cebu. This is something that they did so well against Pampanga. Get themselves in transition. As 2 minutes gone by, Cebu up here 2-0. Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Ganda na pasa na yun ni Lian Martel. Was airborne, but Meneses was moving very well without the ball.
Adlawan overshooting the target.
Was well defended by Big Boy Hernandez.
Pido. Kick out pass to Lastimosa. Wala pa rin puntos ang Biñan so far.
This has been some sort of a trademark for Biñan. These slow starts, but such a smooth spin move galing kay Carlo Lastimosa, finally putting Biñan on the board.
Meneses stopped in his tracks. Gives it up to Desiderio. Manzo on the left side. Laban kay Ronnie Alonte. They want an isolation here. Manzo kicks it out to Adlawan, but he traveled.
Caught on 2 minds there. Dolan Adlawan. They'd want to get that one back.
They have the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
That's a foul on Adlawan.
Gimpayan able to earn himself 2 free throws.
Cebu coaching staff. Laban to.
Oo naman.
And Junti Valenzuela, you have Dondon Ontiveros and Ronjay Enrile.
Quite ironic, especially with the hitman and the Cebuano hotshot. Former rivals in the pros. Now working together and trying to revive itong Cebu. There's Dondon Hontiveros.
His son Ice is in the lineup tonight.
And jersey number 2, Ice Hontiveros.
Was picked up during the free agency window, so automatic ang pasok dito ni Ice as a homegrown player.
Kinyahan, kakapasok lang, pupukol ng 3. Can't get it to go. Pido, the rebound for Biñan. Looks to push. JJ Pido attacks and earns himself 2 shots at the free throw line.
JJ Pido finding gaps in the defense, trying to push and really give Biñan an edge on the break.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. It's good on the first. KG Cañaleta. It's been quite some time since we last saw him put on a uniform para dito sa Biñan.
Boss Monching, talisayan. Kakabalik lang, galing Japan.
Aha.
Sarap ng bakasyon ngayon. Nanonood ng game. Jonathan Gray is also there. Mac Cardona is also there na katabi ni Boss Monching. They only had one big move in that window, landing Warren Bonifacio.
Biñan can't hit the mid-range jumper.
And strangely, Ken,
Aha.
Warren Bonifacio played for Pasay and then led them to a win together with Cyrus Tabian and gets traded
Yeah.
right near the deadline.
Naglaro pa siya no, against Zamboanga.
Yeah.
So, here is Spider back in action. Nagkakis-kisan agad sila ni Ronnie.
Yeah, Mac Talio trying to revive his career, his reputation here with Cebu.
And he is still young, only 31 years old. Ito si Mac Talio. Average in double figures last season as Waray Gimpayan spins his way to the cup.
It's been a tough year para kay Mac after in that Pangasinan team. He struggled with injuries first part of the season. A chance to prove himself again here with the greats.
Gimpayan spins away from Mac Talio for those 2 points.
Ganda na, no help there whatsoever. Mac getting caught in the cross match and Biñan able to spin his way for the bucket. 7-2 Biñan. Timeout Cebu.
Next 3 games of Biñan this month. July 8, kalaban Manila. July 15 against Muntinlupa. And on the 23rd, they will take on the Pasay Voyagers. And now, let's go courtside. Maibalita tayo kay Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Coach Boyet of Biñan knows exactly what's at stake as they face the rebuilt Cebu Greats tonight. The goal is to bring back the winning culture, he said, especially now that they're back playing in front of their home crowd. People are watching and we owe them a strong performance. He admits na naging on and off ang chemistry ng team recently, largely due to the string of injuries that hit their core. But he remains hopeful, especially with the upcoming addition of Warren Bonifacio in their next games, who might just be the spark they've been waiting for. The focus now, keep pushing through and aim for a spot in the play-in and playoffs. We're getting there, Coach Boyd said with quiet confidence. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. And they're in a bind right now because a tough stretch after this one, kalaban Manila, and then followed by those 2 matches against Muntinlupa and Pasay. So let's see how they will integrate si Warren Bonifacio into their lineup.
Well, you know, no game is going to be easy, but Ronnie Alonte squeezing through traffic. What a move galing kay Ronnie.
Approve ni Loisa.
Oo, syempre. Napatayo at napahiyaw ang mga taga Biñan after this really strong drive para kay Ronnie Alonte using the left hand as well.
Aha.
Kita nyo yon?
Huli. Oh. Huh? Mac Talio though, getting himself to the line.
That's a nice reaction. Ganun ba talaga pag ano? Ganun ka chinicheer din ni Nats pag nakaka-shoot ka? Ken? Ganun din ba?
Hindi, kasi bihira ako makashoot eh. Pero pwede, pag nakashoot ako, napapacheer din. Mga bihira lang.
Well, ganun talaga.
Alam mo, wish ko lang, yung kaibigan natin, meron mag-cheer din para sa kanya habang naglalaro.
Ay, meron yan.
Oo.
I'm very sure. Are
Malapit
you referring to Mr. Javi Palania?
I'm not gonna speak on behalf of Mr. Palanya. Ito, Lastimosa floats it up and in. Para dito sa Biñan.
Well, scoring has picked up for Biñan after a slow start. That's the former Biñan player, Alvin Beitiong. called for a travel. Nice
Great
pass,
blast.
galing kay ano dun ha, Mactalio.
The hitman, Junti Valenzuela, at the helm now for Cebu. 11-6, 5-point lead para dito sa Biñan. 4:44 left.
Hindi ko alam anong senyas ni Coach Junti kasi tira daw eh. Si Mac ba yung sinasabihan niya na itira niya na? As Carlo Lastimosa is heating up here in the first period. Has got 6.
Now lead extended to 7, 13-6. Talio puts it on the deck. 9 on their shot clock. Oh, what a pass! But Meneses fails to finish.
Mactalio needs to look for his own shot now. Nakadalawang pasa na siya ng maganda. Okay na yun, Mac.
13-6. Alonte, sasaksak. Ran into a brick wall. That's named J.R. Quinyagan. But nandoon si Waray Gimpaya na biyayaan. 2 points plus a foul.
Yeah, it's all about being first to the 50-50 ball. Waray Himpayan just not giving up here. You gotta dive for that loose ball kung kailangan, no? If needed. That is, especially kung nandun si Waray Himpayan, dive ka na lang. Kasi makukuha at makukuha niya yung bola na yun.
Gimpayan. Sinabla yung free throw. So this remains a single-digit lead enjoyed by Biñan, 15-6. Talio sa bandang kanan. Laban kay Roa Curva. Talio gets to the paint. Gets it back after the miss. By Tiong recovers. Quinyahan elbow jumper. Pretty much automatic.
That's the spot para kay Kuya J.R. Quinyahan. Knocking down his first basket of the game.
Steal by Talio. Gets the ball for Cebu. Manzo lines it up. Umalog palabas.
Sayang ang opportunity na yon for Cebu. John Amon is in the game.
Lastimosa, laban kay Hamon. Now to keep in step with Carlo is Jan. Lastimosa gets to his spot, no good. By Tiong with another rebound. Tatakbo na naman ng Cebu dito. Mactalio in transition. Kick out pass, Manzo. June Manzo slithers his way to the cup.
There's much better flow from Cebu, especially when they get out in transition. Talio pushing the ball and Manzo finishing. It could be the other way around.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be a problem if you're Cebu. Because those are two capable fast break finishers.
And it seems, at least this early, that they really play well off each other to see June Manzo and Mactalio. This was that pass, Talio getting to Manzo. 5 points now for June. June Manzo will be called for a technical after apparently faking a foul there.
Oh, huh?
Ison Tiveros, his proud dad, watching as an assistant coach. Another key acquisition para dito sa Cebu during the window.
Ison Tiveros, one of the highly touted high school players out of Cebu, was lined up to, to move to De La Salle University. That did not materialize. And, somehow has found his way here in the MPBL with the Cebu Greats. And this is a welcome development for Cebuano fans. Syempre, they want to see Ice playing high-level games.
Baseline drive ni Oa Curva. Gets it to go.
He is unfazed. Kenny Roger Rocacorva.
Quinyahan up top. Back to Mactalio. At the post by Tiong. Laban kay Pinoy Sakuragi. Quinyahan. That one rolling out.
Got away with a push there. And that is contact that usually is allowed in the MPBL.
Pido, swing pass. Peña Redondo. Too strong on that three-point attempt. Ontiveros. Laban kay Roa Curva. Talio sa kanan ulit. Laban kay Peña Redondo. Puts it up and puts it in from downtown.
And this is Mac Talio right now, showing everyone what he's made of.
Lead back down to 5, 18-13. A minute and 22 left here in the first period. Talio with a great anticipation. And then the outlet papunta kay John Hamon.
And two big plays galing kay Mac Talio. That three-pointer and then the steal, setting up Hamon's basket on the break.
You could really see the look in his face right now. Mac Talio pretty determined. And now he gets the ball after the rebound. Talio.
No, he needs, this is a type of player na kailangan mo ng freedom eh. Bigyan mo na kailangan mong pakawalan.
Oo.
Ito si Mac Talio. And you gotta roll with the punches. You gotta be there with the highs and you gotta be there with the lows as well, because it's not gonna be perfect every time.
Fast break the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker. Everyday karaoke.
But there's no question about the talent as well of Mac Talio, and right now wearing that Cebu name across his chest gives him extra motivation. So this is a good place for Mac Talio to revitalize yung kanyang karera dito sa MPBL.
Penalty na ang Cebu. So Peña Redondo at the line, missing the first. This is eerily similar to what happened against Pampanga. They were down early, itong Cebu, but they were able to claw their way back quickly in the first quarter. 45 seconds left here. Talio to Meneses sa kabila. John Hamon. Subido is now in for Biñan. Hontiveros way off on that shot. Bola babalik sa Biñan.
They're going for a 2-for-1. Napatawa si Cebuano Hotshot. Alam mo yung pandemic, yung content ni Dondon Hontiveros, puro one-on-one sa kalaban ng anak niya na si Ice Hontiveros. Pagalingan ng shooting.
Shooting, hindi one-on-one.
One-on-one din. Kasi hindi rin sila makalaro ng 5-on-5 eh.
Oo. Pinoy Sakuragi carving out space for that putback. Last shot time for Cebu, 2015. Talio dancing, prancing against Peña Redondo. Puts it up. Off to the left. Tabigan ng bola by Tiong. Will not get it off in time. That shot would not have counted had it gone in, but nonetheless, a good competitive game to begin here in quarter number 1 between Biñan and Cebu.
Well, Biñan got off to a slow start and then recovered, but Cebu they really struggled at the beginning. Until kahit na-shoot itong 3 points si June Manzo, hirap na hirap itong Cebu, and then that momentum gained after that Mac Talio 3, but Biñan still ahead, 20-15 at the end of 1.
A good-sized crowd on a Thursday night dito sa loob ng Alonte Sports Arena in the City of Life in Biñan, Laguna. For our main game tonight, Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes and Head of Security Rudy Distrito. Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Your thoughts, Adelfo, on what transpired in quarter number 1?
Well, maganda nga yung itong pinapakita ng Biñan in that middle part of the first quarter. Carlo Lastimosa got going, but again, we're seeing the struggles that have been evident in the last few games. Hirap sila makabutas to start the ball game.
Big free to begin the quarter, courtesy of Renzo Subido.
Shades of that last game as well of Biñan here. Renzo hitting some big shots in the second period. He had 8 points in that period, 8 straight. Pero dun sa dulo, kinapos pa rin sila.
Subido joined by Maestre, Pingres, Roa Curva, and Peña Redondo. Roa Curva thought about it, attacks. 3-point shot from Mike Maestre.
Mike Maestre has developed his outside shot here with Biñan. And when he was with Pasig, he was a power forward, utilized more as a 4 guy. Pero dito, usually plays the 3, particularly kung may kailangang bantayan.
Calio free for a free, way off the mark. Meneses thought he got fouled.
Well, he got too casual there.
Roa Curva binitbit and gets 2 points for Biñan.
That's flight 88. Kenny Roger Rocacorva at his deadliest best pag tumatakbo in transition.
8-0 run to begin the quarter for Biñan. And that snapped courtesy of that jumper by Jan Amon. Getting the friendly bounce on that one. Lead down to 11, 28-17.
Kailangan ng Cebu dito.
Uy!
They need to really match the energy na pinapakita nitong second unit ng Biñan.
Last break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Roca Curva straight to the basket.
Hirap pigilan ni Kenny basta naka-downhill siya.
Jan Amon, Mark Meneses, June Manso, Mac Talio, and Lian Martel, the unit for the greats. Martel way off the mark. Subido. Maestre tries another free. He knew it was a miss as soon as it left his hands. Trying to get it back, but bola babalik sa panig ng Cebu.
Binalik na si JR Kenya. No sign of Boom Boom Tampos just yet. Or even Braille Mecca.
Yeah. Braille Mecca actually was solid in that loss against Pampanga. Manzo. Martel. Tried to get it to Manzo. Turnover against Cebu. They're the worst team in terms of giving up the ball at 17.8 turnovers a game. Manzo, off that pass from Mac Talio, scores on the other side.
I thought he got fouled earlier when he was cutting to the basket. Ang hirap naman nun kasi wala kang space. Tatanggalan ka ng space. Itong Biñan, automatic. Kaso automatic talaga bump every time you cut dito sa MPBL. Lalo na pag Biñan na more of a defensive-minded team.
Pingris, hook shot, gets the friendly bounce.
That was well defended by Quinyahan. But Mark Pingris able to protect that basketball.
Quinyahan attacking the closeout of Mark Pingris and gets a bucket.
Bawi din si Kuya JR. Humihingi pa ng foul eh.
30-21, 9-point lead. Roa Curva, binabantayan ni Mac Talio. Off the curl, Peña Redondo. Popping out is Subido. They go down low at the post. Subido lines it up for free. That's his second triple of the ball game for Renzo Subido.
Renzo has the stroke tonight. Couple of triples already here in the second period.
One and done by Cebu after that miss by Quinyahan.
Ito ang question mark sa Cebu. Kaya ba nilang sabayan? That's a wrestling match right there. Subido and Manzo. They go way back
Oh, yeah.
in the UAAP.
Subido, King Tiger, King Maroon. To si June Manzo. 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
And able to relocate was Renzo Sobido. Nawala yung kanyang bantay after he relocated there.
5 minutes and 33 seconds left. Biñan up by a dozen. Sobido making an impact here in this period. Sobido facing a double team. What's the call here? A jump ball.
No foul. Only a jump ball.
But they will review this one to see if there was something untoward after that call. Things getting a little bit physical here in the last couple of sequences. Coach Junti Valenzuela played for a long time under Coach Chieng Giao and Coach Boyd Fernandez. Certainly very experienced both as a player and as a coach. Even won a championship in the NCAA.
Now, Coach Boyet has won it all.
Yeah.
Probably except the MPBL.
Oh, yun na lang ang natitira.
Oo, kasi collegiate, meron na. D-League, meron na rin. PBA, meron na rin.
42, Lian Martel for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Just a warning on Lian Martel.
This was the jump ball. Ayun, may pamabol eh.
Oo.
Ooh, June Banso, Renzo Sobido at each other's throats.
And they're gonna be warned here for sure.
And you gotta love it. These two guys not giving an inch.
Oh, that is a hard foul from Renzo right there.
Di nagustuhan ni June.
Things getting chippy between these two players who we said have history.
Yeah. And you gotta love Zen Manansala and Karina Martin. Sila pa yung pumagitna dun sa dalawa. June Manzo off to a good start as well. 5 points, 7 points actually. Sobido with 6, both leading the way for their respective squads. And things have gone chippy during the last few minutes of this game. Biñan holding on to this 12-point lead. And Cebu showing a lot of character after they revamp, and they're showing a lot of determination here trying to salvage their season.
Well, it goes back to being who they are, you know, being Cebuanos. No, alam mong, you know, Cebu has a proud basketball tradition, and when you know the word got out na natatambakan nga yung kupunan nila, you know, there were some internal problems hounding the team. Syempre, hindi, you know, the basketball community in Cebu, medyo na-alarma sila eh. So, you know, this time, mga players dito na
number 5, Renzo Sobido.
Papakita yung pride ng mga Cebuanos.
Renzo Sobido for unsportsmanlike behavior. Technical foul on number 3, June Manso. June Manso has committed 2 technical fouls.
Oh, wow.
June Manso is out of the playing
That
court.
is pretty unfortunate if you're Cebu.
He's out of the game.
That is gonna be costly for Cebu.
He's out.
Because he got called for a technical earlier for faking a foul. And then here, yung masakit eh. Coach Junti is arguing that there was a close fist issued by Sobido. That's why the reaction
Oo.
on June. Let's see this.
This is a different angle here.
Yun eh. Yun yung di nagustuhan ni June eh.
And so if Manzo instigated it, doon ng technical foul kasi siya nag-instigate ng confrontation. But the closed fist, that angle mahirap. Mahirap because natabunan ng camera natin ng player eh. Just at the time na tumama ang kamay ni Subido sa katawan.
So this is a very important development at the moment because June has been playing so well.
And they need him. Yun. That's the technical right there. Subido not giving an inch.
Still not clear on that angle though. If there was indeed a close fist, as Cebu was alluding to.
Yun ang mahirap doon.
Has committed 2 technical fouls. June Manzo is out of the playing court.
It will stand. So an unfortunate exit for June Manzo, who was well on his way to another productive outing. 7 points early here. And this really leaves a void dito sa point guard rotation nito ni Coach Junti Valenzuela.
Yeah, good sign of sportsmanship. You know, Subido and Manzo.
And I really didn't think he was really trying to go at Renzo Subido.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
the gesture looked
Yun.
medyo may, you know, the body language, may konting aggressiveness. But I think that was a bit harsh as well. Na lalo na may technical na siya. But again, yun nga eh, you know, sometimes the mundane technicals, you know, like faking a foul or you know, delay of game, you know, yung mga soft technicals, yun pa minsan ang nagiging crucial sa laro eh.
And that's exactly what happened. Kasi nga yung unang technical ni June was due to faking a foul earlier.
You know, walang katuloy ng you know, that leaves you with, you know, even an unsportsmanlike foul, di ba? Pag combination, nagiging you know, ejection as well. So it leaves you with less room to be, you know, aggressive or, you know, express yourself. You know? Lalo na pag medyo emotional ka in the game.
Now our head of operations, Emereta, explaining things thoroughly to Coach Junti Valenzuela. He was a bit calmed down after getting heated a bit earlier.
The technical head, George Magsino, already standing up.
This is taking quite some time to be resolved here. Although that's really a big call to the detriment of Cebu, who was actually playing a little bit better after falling down early here in the first quarter.
Oh, they need a spark, itong Cebu. And a lot of the ball handling duties falling on June Manzo's hands. Paulo Hobalde is not playing tonight. Now I think it's going to be Mactalio running the show here for them. It's really a big blow if you're Cebu. But they got to roll with the punches here.
Five and 17 left here in the second period. And let's see which team can benefit from this really long lull. Renzo Subido will go to the line for this technical free throw.
And then it's Cebu possession
Yeah.
because of the foul on Renzo.
Renzo Subido.
Renzo Subido with 6 points. Calmly sinks the technical free throw.
He was brought in during the off-season. Renzo Subido played for Zamboanga last season under Coach
Louie.
Coach Louie and Coach Ronjay Enrile.
Oo nga.
Andyan pa.
Now we resume action here. Cebu with the basketball. Quite a challenge without June Manzo now. Let's see how they could respond. Hamon sa poste. That shot will not work. Subido comes away with it for Biñan.
They're trying to attack Renzo Subido on the low block, with Hamon having the height advantage.
Peña Redondo. Another steal by Mac Talio. Fast break attempt. Talio, no foul. Desiderio there for the cleanup.
Iniwasan ni Subido ang contact doon. Good thing Paul Desiderio was there to clean it up for the greats.
34-23. Subido. Long three-point shot. Another one from Renzo.
Right between the eyes para kay Renzo Subido. You play the zone, that's a zone buster right there. 3 triples here in the second period.
Hindi lang makita si Hamon sa ilalim. They go now to Kinyahan laban kay Pingris. Desiderio. Back to JR. Three-point shot has not worked yet for Kinyahan. 37-23. Another steal by Cebu. Martel pushing it. Lian Martel, sidestep, wala pa din.
And Martel trying to finish on the other side. And the right intentions, just not able to get the end result that he wanted.
Roa Curva, tight pass. Maestre able to score in the interior.
It's a struggle to stay in front of Kenny Roger Rucacorva. You need help that time. Maestre makes the pay, but Kuya JR Kinyahan with a response.
Bonus free throw pa para dito kay JR Kinyahan.
It is pretty much what's going to happen with Cebu. If they try to double Mac Talio, has to find the release pass immediately. Kasi doon ang malilibre. Yun ang malilibre. And yun, Biñan needs to rotate quickly as well.
3:24 left. Kinyahan. It's good on the free throw. Lead back down to 13 points. 7 puntos na rin para kay Kuya JR.
That's tying June Manzo as the top scorer for Cebu. Renzo Subido leading all scorers with 10 off the bench.
Ken Hovis now in for Cebu. Subido. Ballesteros, balik kay Subido. Roa Curva sa bandang itaas. Ginamit yung screen ni Waray. At Roa Curva tutungo sa free throw line for 2 shots.
Holmqvist was whistled for the foul there. Can't keep up with the pace of Kenny Roger Rucacorva. Yung sinasabi natin, you have to stay in front of Kenny Roger Rucacorva. Either that or you give him a tougher defensive assignment, which is something that Batangas did in the last game here. Otherwise, wala kang magagawa. Makakabuelo siya.
May balita muna tayo, courtside with Miss Lyra Punsalan.
For Kenny Rucacorva, every game with Biñan is a battle that starts with heart, and it's Mark Pingris who sets that tone. Pag ganado si Kuya Ping, ganado kaming lahat, he shared, pointing out how the veterans' energy radiates through the team. It's more than just hype. Pingris' presence reminds the younger guys like Kenny what it truly means to wear the Biñan jersey with pride. Kenny admits there have been struggles along the way, but he's learning to embrace the grind. Hindi man perfect ang record namin, pero hindi kami sumusuko. Every practice, every game, it's all about improving and pushing each other. He believes that having someone like Ping who treats every possession like it's his last fuels their desire to step up, not just for the team but for the fans who never stop believing. May mga nanonood, may mga umaasa. Gusto namin silang bigyan ng dahilan para muling ipagmalaki ang Biñan. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. At mayroong challenge sa panig ang Biñan Tatak Gel on that last play. We'll be back as we await the result of this challenge.
The Biñan Jails challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge by Coach Boyet.
Yeah, and this is right here. A lot of contact here, pretty much. So I'm wondering why humingi pa ng challenge si Coach Boyet dun. Nonetheless, Paul Desiderio, Mr. Atinto.
Oo. Ito talagang King Maroon. Ito si Paul Desiderio.
Sabay sila ni June Manzo doon.
Oo. Sablay yung pangalawa.
It started the season with Abra, and really itong mga dalawang Cebuano na to na nasa backcourt ngayon, Talio and Desiderio, you know, trying to get their confidence and their rhythm back after injury struggles this season with their former teams.
If I'm not mistaken, naalala ko lang as Wal puts up a free, that one pops out. I think si Talio and Manzo got traded for each other last season. Was Manzo was with Davao. And
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo, tama. They ended up with Abra.
This is John Hamon who scores. That's a tough basket for the former EAC General.
Jay Ham is really known for putting points on the board quickly. Talio has gotten a touch on a lot of the passes of Cebu, of Biñan actually.
Really active with his hands, Mac Talio. Talio na libre, no good. And Homevis will be whistled with another foul. They've had some good looks itong Cebu.
Coach Junti was asking, was pleading for a call on Renzo Sobido for faking a foul.
Oh, dahil nawala siya bigla sa eksena doon. A minute and 38 left here in the second period. We have a timeout. We'll be back after the short break. Back with us here at the Alontes Sports Arena. Biñan contra Cebu. It's Biñan holding on to this 13-point lead, 41-28.
It's been a stop-start second quarter. It's been an extended second quarter. To say na gagabihin tayo dito ngayon is an understatement, my friend.
Oo ba? Very tensions flared a bit midway in the second period. Suwal, bahagyang na libre. Pamoy Raimundo getting a stint here for Biñan.
Minadali ni Waray yung tira na yon. Suwal, Pam Lopez, and Pamboy Raimundo all together on the floor right now for Biñan.
Bactalio. Ooh, Homevis. That's his third foul. Sorry, second foul lang laban dito kay Ken Homevis. Not caught with that illegal screen. Very critical time for Cebu here. a huge defensive possession. Bam Lopez. Pamboy, bola natapik ni Lian Martel. Lot of deflections from Cebu. Able to play the passing lanes. But just could not convert on their side. Actually, Biñan is shooting a blistering 57%. Noctalio up top.
And that includes a 4 of 8 clip from beyond the arc, Ken. And that's because of Renzo Sabido's hot shooting here in the second quarter.
Getting to his spot, Paul Desiderio. And a timeout requested by Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Much better there with the ball movement and able to find Desiderio, get to his spot. This is Mactalio with the assist right here. One dribble pull-up, galing kay Paul Desiderio. He knocks it down and trims the deficit to 11, leading to this Biñan timeout.
Still here at the Alonte Sports Arena, a good one between Biñan and Cebu. Fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Time winding down here in the first half, 36 seconds left. And a good sized crowd here on a Thursday evening. Magandang gabi po sa ating mga manonood live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Solar Sports.
Maganda talaga ang gabi, Ken.
Maganda naman lagi.
Oo. Lalo na pagkatabi mo si Don.
Yan.
41 to 30. It's a foul and Cebu already over the limit.
Not a good foul to give up. Several feet away from the basket, giving Bam Lopez 2 free throws.
Yeah, this is a type of game that, you know, you really have to grind out. It needs a lot of patience. Not just for Cebu, but even for Biñan right now.
2 big free throws coming up for Bam Lopez. Good on the first. Was Bonching.
Junji Halyare joining in.
No, former Biñan player yan. Just goes to show you the brotherhood that they have developed.
Oh, pamilya yan. Lalo na pa under Coach kay Boss Monching.
At 13 puntos ang lamang ng Biñan. Quick pass, Talio. Kiniyahan. Lalapit. JR, the leaner, won't go. Meneses giving them another crack at it. So we'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Well, Talio surprisingly passing up on the 3. But ball movement really, much improved para dito sa Cebu. Umikot talaga ang bola. Everyone touching the rock, leading to that runner from Kuya J.R. Kinyahan. And if that happens, kasi you have a better chance at the offensive rebound if you take a good shot.
This free throw atid sa atin ng Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. 2 shots knocked down from the line by Mark Meneses, by Tiong for defensive purposes. Will troop in for the last 11 seconds of the half. Bam Lopez pagbababa for Biñan. Lopez, nasupalpal up top by Mark Meneses.
Mark Meneses, one of the more athletic players for Cebu. Sama mo na dyan si Boom Boom Tampos.
Suwal, quick catch and shoot, leaning left. Ooh, that's a big foul called on Cebu as time was about to expire.
And they're gonna check if there was time left.
Or did it come?
Oo, before the buzzer. So relax lang muna.
Dami
They
nating...
might not, no, baka hindi na kailangan ng challenge dito.
Oo. Ayan. Titignan ng ating referees if it came before the buzzer. And if it came after, or if it came before, was there still some time on the clock?
Ooh.
Sabi tumawag. It was Zen who called it. Actually, both of them, si Karina and Zen, called that foul.
So 2 free throws para kay Waray Himpayan.
Still a second remaining on the game clock. So pretty unfortunate if you're Cebu.
Hindi na nila i-challenge to.
Himpayan back at the free throw line. Makes good on his first. Waray Gimpayan with 6 points and 4 rebounds. Tumalog palabas yung pangalawa. And that's gonna do it here in the first half. A very eventful second quarter between Biñan and Cebu. Cebu doing their best to keep up, but Biñan holding steady here as they're pretty much determined to snap their 3-game losing skid. And they lead at the half by 12, 44-32.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos City. No shoes, no food, no chance, just a dream in my heart. From flyweight to junior middleweight, 8 divisions. Thank you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong nangangarap at lumalaban. This is our victory. This is our story. And the best is yet to come.
Welcome back to the MPBL. It is halftime of our main game between the Biñan Tatakjel and the Cebu Greats. Muli ako po si Lyra Ponsalan at kasama natin ngayong gabi ang assistant coach ng Cebu Greats, Coach Dondon Hontiveros, and the assistant coach of the Biñan Tatakjel, Coach Gino Manansala. Coach Gino, medyo napututest ang chemistry ng Biñan lately with a series of injuries. But in that first half, you've been finding your footing. Can you share more about your reminders for the players?
Kailangan lang namin yung free throw namin medyo masama lately. Kailangan namin improve yun this second half and we expect Cebu na start strong this second half. Kailangan lang namin i-match yung intensity nila.
Any greetings? Any greetings for messages, of course, for the Biñan supporters?
Binabati ko yung City of Biñan, yung mga fans, tapos yung team manager namin, si John Ray Ganyola, happy birthday. Boss Monching Talisayon, Beast Motorcycle, GameX, and Cylon Tires. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Coach Gino Manansala of the Biñan Tatakjel. And now to my right, we have, of course, Coach Dondon Hontiveros of the Cebu Greats. Coach Dondon, it's all about bringing back the pride for Cebu, as you all say. Can you share more about your involvement and what made you say yes to help guide the players?
Well, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity na magpasalamat kina Boss Sam and Boss Jan for the opportunity na binigay sa akin. Well, I would love to help the players develop. Obviously, it's a big loss that nawala si Jun Manzo, but also opportunity for the other guys to step up. So it's just really bringing that mentality that for the time that they'll be given the chance, hopefully binibigay lahat. Yun lang naman talaga yung gusto ipakita, the pride, where you came from, and hopefully you give yourself a chance to win.
Any greetings, Coach Dondon?
Magpasalamat lang ko sa nisuporta sa Cebu Greats. It's a process. Dili ni dali-dali. So hopefully naaragyapon mo and magpadayon ninyong suporta. Daghang salamat.
Maraming salamat, Coach Dondon Hontiveros of the Cebu Greats. Now, behind the rebounds and the hustle lies a heart bigger than his frame. Let's watch this extra feature of the big boy Hernandez of the Biñan Tatakjel.
Boy with the rebound. Gets into Big Boy, a jumper. Big Boy inside, and Arenal fouls him. And Big Boy Hernandez making an immediate impact.
Sabi sa akin ng tatay ko, ang tangkad ko daw. Pero naglalaro na rin talaga ako ng basketball, siguro mga 16. Kumbaga ano lang, trip-trip ko lang. Naglalaro ko talaga sa initan, kahit alas 12 lang. Naglalaro ako. Kaya mitim ako.
Big Boy against Big Manuel. Big Boy
Putting on a show.
Big man action inside. Yan yung hinahanap natin yung maraming banggaan sa loob and the big man scoring inside the paint.
Ang story ko kung ba't ako nag-MPBL, gawa lang ni Tambeli. Siya yung talagang nakakita. Kumbaga sabi niya sa akin, sama daw kami. Kumbaga parang may future daw. Tapos ayun, nagtuloy-tuloy. Kaya laking pasalamat ko. Yung una, nakakabahan ako. Siyempre, ibang liga to talaga mataas na liga Mas nasanay na ako sa amin, makabara-barang lola. Tapos, una kong laro, kinabahan talaga ako. Nasa Marikina ako. Namatla ako. Tapos hanggang sa unti-unti ko nakukuha. Ayun, hanggang sa akin, enjoy ko lang.
Big Boy inside the paint, and he puts it in for two.
Okay lang. Nahype ako kasi dati pa, kung nasa Mindoro pa lang ako, sinabihan niya na ako na pagkakantayin niyo daw yung ano ko yung big boy ko. Oh no! Tapos ayun, nagulat lang ako. Tapos ayun, hanggang sa tuloy-tuloy na. Basta siya yung barker, inaasama na matik yung pagkakagin na ako gano'n. Paano nga ulit? Big. Volleyball. Kaso ayaw sa akin ng volleyball Oh no! Pag pumalo ako, ang lakas ang taas Hindi ko alam Siguro nagtatrabaho na lang ako. Siguro marketing lang. Kasi yung course ko
Finds Big Boy Hernandez, inusog si Igilos. Big Boy powering through.
Naranasan ko pa nga dati, binigyan ako nito air ng sapatos Nung nasa Mindoro ako nun, kasi nasira yung sapatos ko sa practice. Lumapit ako kay Coach Vance Reyes. Si Coach Vance Reyes yung coach ko dati. Kasi sinabi niya kay Tito Mikey, tropa ni Tito Mikey si Paul. Hiningin niya ako, kaya salamat kay Kuya Paul.
Okay. So hindi kayo magkakilala?
Oo. Tapos dalawang beses niya ako nabigyan. Kasi sabi daw ni Paul, ganun din daw siya dati. Wala din daw siya sapatos. Binibigyan. Kaya sabi ko, gagalingan ko para makabili ako ng sapatos talaga. Gusto ko. Tapos, siyempre, PBA na rin nagsuot kailangan ko rin talaga magpakita.
Big Boy inside, and Arenal fouls him. And Big Boy Hernandez making an immediate impact.
Kumbaga, pagdasal lang din ako karate, wag akong huminto sa pangarap ko. Kumbaga kung anong kulang ko ngayon, trabahoin ko ba? Para magtuloy-tuloy.
Big Boy against Big Manuel. Big Boy
Putting on a show.
Did he just flip
Yeah.
on the
He did.
muscle man?
Yeah.
Kumbaga, wag silang titigil mangarap. Swertihan lang naman talaga, sipagin nyo lang, tsaka magdasal kayo parate. Kasi yung nasa taas ang nakakalat na lahat.
Boy with the rebound gets into Big Boy, a jumper. Big Boy inside, and Arenal fouls him, and Big Boy Hernandez making an immediate impact.
Siguro ang kailangan namin ma-check yung free throws namin. We've been missing so many free throws in our past few games, so we make sure na we give more time our free throws in practices. And hopefully, we can also take good care of the ball kasi marami kami turnovers the past few games. 16 turnovers a ball game from 10 or 11 turnovers a ball game kami in our last few games. Tapos last 3 games that we lost, mga 16 turnovers average namin. So hopefully, we can check that.
Coach Boyd Fernandez peeking at the stat sheet and makikita niyo dyan, mas improve yung naging free throw shooting nila tonight after going 16 out of 30 against Batangas City. They were 10 of 15 from the line in the first half as they take a 12-point lead, 44-32 over Cebu. And a pretty eventful second quarter here sa Del. Maraming nangyari. June Manso got ejected after committing 2 technical fouls. But mostly, this has been a pretty competitive game throughout the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's not a question of being a competitive game because Cebu is playing with a lot of pride at the moment, but they've been getting outsmarted by this Biñan team, using their composure, using their experience pretty much para makapunta dun sa spots nila. Itong si Renzo Sabido in particular had 10 points in that second period. That's the reason why Biñan is leading in that category by 10, and they got to bounce back here. First of all, they haven't really gotten that extended run dito sa larong to. It's more of Biñan really coming up with the points na mabilisan. Cebu has really struggled. Only their biggest scoring run was a 5-0 run to pull to within 3 in this ball game. Cebu already had a 10-0 run in this game.
Binyahan, Manzo with 7 points apiece. Subido, all 10 of his points coming in that pivotal second quarter. And tigka-6 na puntos si Jmar Gimpayan, Carlo Lastimosa, and Kenny Roacorva. And they will have to do this, talking about Cebu, without June Manzo. Braille Meca, his first appearance in this game, inserted into the lineup to begin quarter number 3. So it's Mac Talio playing point guard now, along with Jer Quinyahan, Lian Martel, and Mark Meneses.
Yes, this is a tall order for Cebu, in particular because of the absence of June Manzo.
Meneses gets the friendly bounce, and he will troop to the line for one more free throw.
That's going to count for Mark Meneses, absorbing the contact right here. Gusto niyang iwasan ang depensa ni Himpayan. Himpayan not able to beat him to the spot. And Meneses gets that floater to drop and one opportunity para sa kanya.
Played for Pangasinan last season, makes his bonus free throw. Baba agad sa single digits ang lamang ng Biñan. JJ Pido, Jmar Gimpayan, Big Boy Hernandez, Ronnie Alonte, and Carlo Lastimosa. The 5 on the floor for Biñan. Carlo Lastimosa floats in the air and scores.
Wow. Carlo Lastimosa turning back the clock with that double clutch attack to the cup. Ganda ng galaw na yan para kay Carlo. Batang-bata.
Ganda naman ng pasa doon. Mac Talio papunta kay Lian Martel for 2 more points.
And 2 straight possessions where Cebu has converted in their set right here. It's a good pass galing kay Talio.
Just of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Martel can't complete the 3-point play. And bola babalik sa kupunan ng Biñan.
Naigpit ang depensa dito sa all the way to the backcourt here.
JJ Pido guarded by the much longer and taller Mark Meneses. Able to cross the half-court line. Pido, Alonte on the left side. Bounce pass to Hernandez. Pido pull-up jumper is money.
And JJ Pido, I like the poise that he's showing here, even against the pressure of Cebu. Able to step into that jumper that he's so comfortable taking.
Kinyahan, like clockwork, able to spin and score.
And that shot has earned millions para kay JR Biñan over the course of his career.
Balik sa siyamang lamang. Entry pass, big boy. 2 shots coming up for Hernandez. Again, Martel got caught with a push.
May pagkasuplado din talaga ito si Big Boy. No? Ayaw magpatulong eh.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
St. Benil na ano yun, Carlo Lastimosa na nakita ko doon.
Big boy, unang free throw, pumasok.
Our good friend Roel Condo there on the right. Laging nandyan pag laro ang Biñan. KG Canaleta is there as well.
Dalawang free throw pumasok for Hernandez. Balik sa 11 points ang lamang ng Biñan. Ryle Meca laban kay Ronnie Alonte. Meneses, Kinyahan at the elbow again has found the range para dito sa Cebu.
And casually sinking that jumper over Big Boy Hernandez. Natawanan nila si Big Boy eh.
Very serious, no, si Big Boy.
Kaya nga.
50-41. Itong matchup na ni Vic Manuel eh, talagang laser focus. Now it's Gimpayan. Getting past the defense of Meneses but can't finish.
A great defense galing kay Mark Meneses that time.
Ryle Meca the right corner. Balik kay Mac Talio up top. Talio, nahanap si Kinyahan at the free throw line. Laban naman kay Gimpayan. Kinyahan again. That time can't get the friendly bounce.
Would have been a third straight basket para kay Kinyahan. No, he gets nutmegged by Carlo Lastimosa, but sabi ni Kuya JR, hindi pwede yan. Hindi pwede sa akin yan.
Pero si Meca yung tinawagan ng foul doon as Lastimosa tried to split 2 defenders. Nagkatawanan pa si Carlo saka si JR. JJ Pido. Alonte. Laban kay Talio. Ronnie puts it on the deck. Turns it over. Fast break opportunity for the guys in white. Meneses. Talio. Off the glass, no. Meneses again with the putback.
A little out of control there, Mac Talio, but Meneses, that soft touch off the glass. Now, 7 na lang ang lamang dito ng Biñan. Cebu with momentum here in the third.
Alonte. Off the bounce. No, big boy there, but can't convert. Contiveros in transition. Meneses making quite an impact. The pass to Ryle Meca. Basket and one.
It's Mark Meneses again making the right read. The way he's playing, he could have taken it strong to the cup. But ang ganda ng pagbasa niya ng sitwasyon dito. Nice shovel pass galing kay Ice Ontiveros. And Meca does the rest using that pump fake to finish that one off plus the foul.
Extreme fast break of the game. Hatid sa atin yan ng Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. Alonte troops back to the bench. Meca, umalog palabas yung kanyang free throw.
See Kenny Roger Rocacorva back in the game together with Joseph Peña-Redondo.
Steal again. Ryle Meca has Rocacorva to beat.
And look at Kuya JR sprinting. JR Kinyahan running the length of the floor. My gosh. What a sprint from JR Kinyahan. Look at this. He's trying to catch up here on this fast break. andun si Kuya JR biglang nagpakita. Ayun ang tres ni Kuya JR!
Tinakitaan ka tuloy. 50-48, lead down to 2. 6 minutes left here in the third. Roa Curva misses. Big Boy, wala pa din. Tatakbo na naman ng Cebu.
Chance to tie here for Cebu.
Mecca, no, Meneses try to keep it alive, but it ends up with Roa Curva. Peña Redondo goes back to Raimundo. They will take their time on offense. Pamboy. Bounce pass, Gimpayan. The flip shot will not work. Gets it back. Nasupalpal ni Mark Meneses.
Meneses has been all over the floor here.
Peña Redondo finally willing that one through.
There's a lot of perseverance being shown by Biñan, but nakawala si Meneses. That's a foul.
Man, this Cebu squad just running on all fours. Grabe yung pace ng nilalaro ng Cebu.
And I've hardly seen JR Biñan sprint that fast.
May balita muna tayo kay Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Assistant coach Dondon Hontiveros is all about heart as he helps steer the rebuilding of the Cebu Greats, not just as a coach, but now also as a father. His son, Ice Hontiveros, is newly activated for the squad. Despite having only 3 practices so far, he's already been given the chance to represent their hometown. This is a great opportunity and experience for him to mature in basketball, Coach Dondon shared. Sila lang daw ng coaching staff at management ang nag-recruit ng players and management, working with what they have and answering the call to make Cebu great again. But beyond the X and O's, he hopes Ice learns what truly matters on the court. Lagi kong sinasabi sa kanya, walang malas sa depensa. More than shooting, gusto ko ma-instill sa kanya yun. And for Coach Dondon, it's not just about passing on the legacy. It's about shaping character and planting the values that define real greatness, especially now that Cebu is reclaiming its pride. Back to you guys.
Boy, at the moment, Cebu playing inspired basketball. Lead down to 3, 52-49. Peña Redondo has hit 2 huge buckets to stem the tide for Biñan.
Cebu playing with a spring in their step, but a couple of big-time baskets galing kay Peña Redondo.
Pasa ulit. Oh, Joseph Peña Redondo with 6 consecutive points.
It's a personal 6-0 run for Peña Redondo.
Mark Meneses. Right now, Cebu playing without a natural point guard, but nonetheless, JR Kinyahan, 16 points.
16 points?
Yes.
Wow! May flight pa to mamaya.
Aba.
Pabuwi ng Cebu.
Aha. Libre si Roa Curva para sa 3. Yes!
9 points para kay Kenny Roger Roca Curva, and in a good flow now, the Biñan Tatak Gel. Ganda na ng ikot ng bola doon, able to find Roca Curva for the catch and shoot 3.
Action heating up here in the third. Desiderio against Peña Redondo. Mecca catches. Raimundo in front of him. Braille Mecca. Oh, what an aggressive take. Mecca almost got it in. And a foul will be called on Biñan.
Nice drive, galing kay Brian Mecca, and the pick right there.
3-point shot brought to you by Extreme, your one-stop shop appliances.
They get the ball into the interior, and the kick out from Pingris to Roca Curva for the 3.
The former Arellano chief, Brian Mecca at the line.
Daming taga-Arellano dito sa MPBL, no? Yung kanina, game, marami doon. Si Archie, si Lars Sunga,
Alcoriza.
Renz Alcoriza. Kaya matali natin kung ilan yung per school dito na representation.
Kaya nga eh. Well, ito si Brian Mecca. Uy, may
Technical foul is called on Cebu. Number 37, JR Kinyahan for unsportsmanlike behavior. Third foul on JR Kinyahan.
Oh, JR Kinyahan.
So yeah, JR has been teed up.
Actually, kanina pa siya nagreklamo. He was complaining about the non-call he thought on that 3-point attempt earlier. Raimundo, one of the best free throw shooters here in their league, knocks down that technical free throw.
And they are a handful, this Cebu team.
Braille Meca recovered from a torn ACL. Ito si Braille.
So nakikita natin sa Cebu, Ken, you know, after that rough patch na pinagdaanan nila, it's just gonna be very, very difficult to get past them, whichever team here in the MPBL plays them.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. 2 for 2 at the line for Braille Meca. Papaltan muna siya dito ni John Hamon. Providing some quality minutes here in the third. Picking up from where he left off in that game against Pampanga.
Jimenez has stayed on the floor. Hindi pa siya pinapalitan dito sa third quarter natin.
Estre papunta kay Peña Redondo. Creates some space. Meneses grabs another rebound. 10 points and 12 boards for Mark Meneses. Really active. Now he catches that pass against Mark Pingris. Poor pass though. Intended for Alvin Baitiong.
Hindi pa nakapwesto si Baitiong doon. Just was still trying to find, you know, to get in position against Maestre.
Desiderio grabs and goes for Cebu. Montiveros. Another badly executed pass. And Roca Curva is free on the other side.
But if you're Baitiong, that's the second straight time na hindi ka nakatanggap ng bola. I think you gotta be stronger than that as well.
Montiveros pinilit. One and done by Cebu. Biñan making their move. Roa Curva met by Alvin Baitiong. They swing it around. Roa Curva again. This time the cross. Teardrop will not work. Meneses with his 13th rebound.
Ang ganda ng depensa ni Baitiong doon. Twice on Roca Curva.
Hamon, catch and shoot. Too strong. Raimundo will settle it down for Biñan. Maestre, swing pass. Roa Curva fires a free. It's good!
Kenny Roger Roca Curva, that's his second three dito sa ating third quarter. Can't find his way to the cup. He can score in a variety of ways. He steps into this triple. A lot of space na binigay sa kanya. That's nothing but net para kay Kenny Roger Roca Curva. Here's the steal earlier. Too casual on the pass. Cebu greats made to pay for those mistakes here in the third period. Biñan is up by 12 again.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. And right now, itong Biñan is in the midst of a 13-4 run. Gixer fan of the game, born for greatness.
Konting date night on a Thursday night.
Mr. Kenneth Remnes, Head of Operations, Emerita, Head of Security, Rudy Distrito. Nandito pa rin as medyo ginabi na tayo dito sa Biñan, but still, magandang laban ang ating natutunghayan between Biñan and Cebu. Multiple shot attempts but no cigar there for Cebu. 65-53. Apat na lang kanina, pero nakabawi itong Biñan.
It was down to 2 really.
Actually 2 points. Roa Curva, a huge reason why itong Biñan re-establishing this big lead. Meca misses. Naabalik lang for Cebu. Peña Redondo, the cross. Meca trying to keep in step with him. Joseph to Pamboy.
I'm surprised they have not utilized Boom Boom Tampos in this game. Oh, what a finish.
Mark
Grabe yun.
Pingris stretches the lead to 14.
Yeah, 6 points na para kay Pinoy Sakuragi. Perhaps the most impressive of all those baskets in this ball game.
Baityong against Pingris. Natulak ni Pinoy Sakuragi doon si Baityong.
Those are former teammates here at Biñan.
The game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Kala ko isasalpak na ni Ping eh. Nice pass though from Pamboy Raimundo.
Balik sa loob si Mactalio. Played for Caloocan earlier this season.
Grabe din itong third quarter natin. May run ng Cebu, may run din ng Biñan. Mas matindi ang sagot ng Biñan.
And the point of emphasis was their lack of free throw shooting. 16 of 30 sila against Batangas, but tonight, much better, 13 out of 18. Pamboy gets it back from Maestre. Bagsak silang dalawa ni Mactalio. Pamboy, kick out, Lastimosa. 3-point shot, knocked down by Carlo.
No call there as Maestre and Talio fall on the floor, and it creates a lot of confusion and becomes a scramble, to say the least, para dito sa depensa ng Cebu, leading to that Carlo Lastimosa 3. Biñan had to cover a lot of ground for this closeout, but by the time he gets there, it was also already straightened through para kay Carlo Lastimosa on that triple.
Diyan magtatapos ang ating third quarter highlights of the game, brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
We talk about elevating. That's Carlo Lastimosa elevating and levitating for that basket. J.R. Kenyan had quite a quarter. He's already up to 16 points, but these turnovers, turning the game around again para sa Biñan. Momentum was already with Cebu, but Biñan capitalizing on those errors, and they will take a 16-point lead going into the fourth and final quarter.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. And gaya na nabanggit natin kanina, dumikit na ang Cebu. Their next 3 games, July 11 kontra Imus on the 17th versus Ilagan Isabela. And on August 2, they will take on the Gensan Warriors. So a lengthy break after that game against Ilagan.
Well, this is the playoff push now para sa Cebu. Got check time para sa kanila.
Saw that.
Grabe yung third quarter ng Biñan. That was really an explosive finish, to say the least, para sa kanila.
Peña Redondo also providing a lift in the third quarter. He had that personal 6-0 run.
Oo, laki bagay yun. Yung 6-0 run kasi nagkakabol ang Cebu nun.
Lastimosa, sablay yung kanyang tira sa labas.
Si Kuya JR, hindi niya na alam saan nanggagaling yung mga tumatalon eh.
Pamboy getting past his defender, but it ends up with Maestre. Mactalio the rebound of that air ball. Hamon steps into a free and puts it in.
9 points na para kay John Hamon. He's one of those guys who can get streaky. Kailangan na bantayan ng Biñan yan kasi mabilis lang mag-put together ng baskets ito si John Hamon.
Mark Pingris laban kay Lian Martel. Pingris in traffic. And a 3-second violation called against Biñan.
Wow, ngayon na natin ulit nakita ito si Renzo Subido after that really stellar second quarter.
So now the unit for Cebu, Mactalio, Mark Meneses, Jan Hamon, Lian Martel, and JR Quinahan. Turnovers. Biñan with 2 more. Jan Hamon makes his move. Silky smooth jumper from the former EAC General.
That's 11 points now for John Hamon. And that's 5 quick ones para sa kanya to trim the deficit to 11. Opens the quarter with 5 straight points.
Pingris papunta kay Subido, pupukol sa 3. Off target. Meneses has been corralling those misses. 14 rebounds now. Pwestuhan, Hamon, at si Subido ang mapipituan ng foul.
I'm not sure about that matchup though. If you're Coach Boyan, you'd like to change that. That's what's happening now. Now you have Meneses being guarded by Roca Corva, Lastimosa guarding etong si Hamon and Subido on Talio.
And now they're hunting Subido at the post.
Every opportunity that they get.
2 minutes gone by in the 4th.
And Renzo Subido, he's used to that. Sanay yan na hinahanap siya sa matchup and his defense always being challenged.
Talio gets free. Quinahan, elbow jumper will not work. Foul on Mark Meneses.
Not a lot of arc on that shot from JR Quinahan. That's okay. Need a stop here for Cebu.
Still an 11-point lead by Biñan, 70-59. Maestre, hand off to Roca Curva. Binabantayan ni Mark Meneses. 10 on their shot clock. Roca Curva attacks. Flinders his way inside for 2. And a free throw coming up.
Well, if it's a battle for the rebound, you can give the advantage to Mark Meneses. But if it's off the bounce, and particularly driving to his right, Kenny Roca Curva wins that battle of lefties.
Kicks a great move of the game, born for greatness. Tatlay nga lang yung free throw. Quinahan, quick catch and shoot, drills it in.
JR Quinahan up to 19 points. Ibang klase yung shooting ni Kuya JR ngayong gabi.
72-62. Lastimosa. Trying to wiggle through traffic.
That's a foul on John Hamon.
Off the pass. So, baseline inbound para dito sa Biñan. So, a lot of time if you're Cebu.
Plenty of time to make a move.
Renzo Subido. Talio is the one guarding him. Subido. Skip pass. Lastimosa. Free for a free. Short. Tapikan ng bola. Napunta kay Lian Martel. Talio pushing it. Quinahan. Laban kay Mark Pingris. Puts it in. Counted plus a foul.
JR Quinahan, what a night for him to deliver the goods. Cebu without June Manzo ejected in the second quarter. They needed someone to step up. JR Quinahan, that quick release. And that time, nabigla si Pinoy Sakuragi. Bigla na lang tinira ni Kuya JR. And may konting contact ang tawag ay foul. May chance for a 3-point play, which he completes.
The three-time Cesafi MVP, two-time champion with
Hinugot mo
22
yan,
points.
Hinugot mo yan. Malalim yan, partner. Kasi early 2000s yan. Nag-aaral ako ng kolehiyo
Ganun
yan.
Ganun Usapang edad tayo, Mactalio. No good. Meneses. That's a goaltend, although they just count the basket.
It looked like a Cebu player was the one who pushed it down, but here come the greats again.
Oh my goodness.
Reminiscent to that run in the third period.
Oh yeah.
That's Mactalio, I believe.
And,
Will they call it? Because that was supposed to be basket interference.
But nonetheless, 5-point lead na lang ang tangan ng Biñan. 72-67, we have a timeout. Oh my goodness, this guy turning back the hands of time. JR Kiniahan, 22 big ones para dito kay JR.
This is what you call rolling back the years. JR Biñan. And this is, umaabot na tayo dun sa pag-impress niya sa akin sa sprint niya kanina. Yung ginagawa niya mga puntos dito.
And for more on JR, let's go to Lyra.
Despite returning to the court after a long rest, JR Kiniahan shows no signs of rust. He's layered his veteran instincts back into the Cebu Greats rotation, helping steady the ship under pressure. What adds meaning to this comeback is Kiniahan's deep connection to Cebu. Kahit na dapat nagpo-focus na daw siya sa business ventures, seeing his hometown squad in need compelled him to return. He admits the adjustments won't be overnight, but his mindset remains clear. Step by step, he'd recover your remarks and contribute, no matter how small the moment. Off the court, he's already stepping into a mentorship role, offering calming advice and insight to younger teammates. For Kiniahan, it's all about leading by example and helping pave Cebu's path forward. Back to this.
A pretty determined JR Kiniahan tonight. Maraming salamat, Lyra. And bringing the fire here, they have drawn to within 5. Talio grabs the rebound and got fouled.
And all about answering the call for your province. It's JR Kiniahan. It's always more meaningful when you fight for something more than yourself, really. Yun yung nangyari dito sa Cebu. Pretty much the theme of this team right now. Already his career high at with 22 points.
Kiniahan backing down, Gimpayan. Oh boy, lays it up and in. JR Kiniahan.
Ibang klase. Ito JR Biñan. That's a low post clinic right there.
24 puntos. The top pass down low. Biñan is sprinting down the floor. JR stops on the dime and scores!
Mapapatalon ka kay JR Kiniahan. 26 points. Leading that fast break. A rare fast break layup para kay JR Biñan. It's down to 1.
Sumino off the side of the backboard. Ball will stay with Biñan.
Okay.
Pahinga muna.
Let's check out this beautiful drop step right here. JR Biñan. Akala mo malayo pa siya sa ring pero ang haba ng galamay ni Kuya Jerry. Look at him sprint! Full power right there, JR Biñan.
This is gonna be, I assume, a short rest for JR. Biñan at the moment struggling, and the ball going back to Cebu, a chance to take the lead.
This is a 17-2 run in the first 5.5 minutes of the fourth and final quarter.
Talio's pass got stolen away. Raimundo to Roa Curva. Baseline drive, Kenny. Pingris, wala. Gimpayan there for the stick back.
Back to a 3-point lead for Biñan. This time, Roca Curva attracting a lot of attention with the drive. It's coming off another turnover. Sayang yun. And Talio with back-to-back giveaways.
Roa Curva to Pingris. They pull it back out to Bamboy Raimundo. Only the second turnover for Talio, but it came both times here in the fourth. Actually has 10 assists. And now he comes away with it. Talio, the pass to Meneses. Give and go. Meneses swoops in and scores!
What fight being shown by Cebu on the road here. 14 points for Mark Meneses. And he pulls Cebu to within one once again.
Roa Curva. Sablay yung kanyang tira sa labas.
A chance to take the lead here for the Greats.
Well, you gotta give credit to Coach Junti Valenzuela. He has really mixed and matched well yung kanyang lineup. We see here, Braille Meca to Mark Meneses.
Meneses on a double-double right now. 14 points and 16 rebounds. Monster performance for Meneses, and him and J.R. Quinyahan with 26 points and 2 rebounds. Grabe. Ba klase pinapakita nila para sa Cebu.
Meneses for the lead. Can't get it to go. 3 minutes left here in the fourth period. Biñan, their biggest lead was at 16 points. Roca Curva. 8 seconds remaining. Pido, swing pass. Lastimosa for free. Still no go.
Ibang klaseng labanan dun sa ilalim para sa rebound. Impayan getting the winning that one though.
Pido. 7 seconds left. Lastimosa. Wow, great scramble by Cebu. Gimpayan forcing up a shot. Martel clears it for the Greats.
Pero ibang klase yung tinakitang laban ng Cebu dun sa depensa. Ken, hindi madali yun para sa kanila to get that stop.
Cebu locked into a close battle again, this time against Biñan. Martel, Talio for the lead. 2 minutes remaining here. And what could be a pulsating finish.
Already a pulsating game as it is.
Gimpayan escapes, got blocked by John Hamon. Desiderio. Hamon for free. No. Boy, Biñan, you gotta give credit to them. They have dodged multiple bullets.
That would have been big for John Hamon, but I'm fine with that shot from John Hamon. He usually makes those shots.
Lastimosa, libre for the free, and a big-time shot for Carlo Lastimosa with 14 points.
And that's just deflating if you're Cebu with multiple opportunities to take the lead. They came up empty, and then Biñan comes right back. They play the zone here, and Lastimosa, no stranger to hitting big shots, knocks one down from beyond the arc again.
Much to the delight of Loisa Andalio and the rest of the crowd here at the Alonte Sports Arena. We have a timeout, 1 minute and 17 left in regulation. Back with us here at the Alonte Sports Arena as we check out our Fan of the Game brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Yan ang dapat. Kinukuhanan mo yung video sa LED, sa LED wall, tapos nakasmile ka pa rin sa camera. And binalik na dito si Kuya JR Kenyahan, much to the delight of his good friend, Boss Robert Kai, na nanonood yan. Sobrang impressed ni Boss Robert. Kinukuhanan niya pa ng video yung mga takbo ni JR. At sinisend sa akin dito.
26 points ba naman eh?
Oo, ibang klase, JR Kenyahan. But, you know, what impresses me the most really is that he hasn't been playing MPBL basketball for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it takes a while for you to get used to the pace of the game. But kita mo, yung kalidad dito si JR Kenyahan as a player, yung shooting hindi talaga nawawala. Ken, nandun pa rin. 19-7 quarter lamang ang Cebu.
But a big time shot earlier by Carlo Lastimosa. 4-point lead for Biñan. Kenyahan with 28!
Oh my goodness, JR Kenyahan. What a game.
Kahit siya yata hindi makapaniwala eh. 77-75.
He was well defended and the shot clock was winding down there as well.
6 seconds left. Lastimosa backs it in!
Both teams trading big shots here down the stretch. Carlo Lastimosa has 5 points late here.
Desiderio, Martel, Kenyahan for free. Good! 31 points for JR Kenyahan.
Grabe ka, JR Kenyahan. Crowd on their feet. Everyone on their feet. Sa likod natin. 15 in the quarter, 31 in the game for JR.
Shot clock winding down on Biñan. 5 seconds remaining. A steal. Martel to Desiderio. They have a chance. But Curva with a big stop. Wow. Cebu again had a chance here. Much like their game against Pampanga. Wild sequence here, Sedelf.
Oo. Pamboy Raimundo, shot clock was winding down. He was in trouble. Forced that bad pass. But Desiderio slipped. He was caught on two minds. If he wanted to pick up his dribble or bigay yung bola kay John Hamon. What a save galing kay Martel. This time Desiderio. And actually Roca Curva was right behind. Kaya hindi ka pwedeng hindi ka pwedeng tumalikod. You have to be aware wherever he is on the floor. Kenny Roger Rucacorva, he's trailing here. Got a hand on that.
Hindi niya nakita eh.
That's the most important defensive play of the game, coming from Kenny Roger Rucacorva. But they have a chance here, especially if Himpayan goes 2 for 2. They still have a timeout.
And here's the thing, if you're Biñan, will you opt to miss the second free throw and not allow itong Cebu to call a timeout?
A wild finish, grabe. JR Kenyahan though.
31 points, my goodness. 15 here in the fourth. Let's listen in to the huddle of Cebu.
Sabihin mo. Imimiss nila, coach, ha? Kung ito rumi-rebound, pag may rebound dito, tulak nyo yung tao rito papunta doon sa teammate nyo. Para pagtalon. Ganun lang, bump lang. Simpleng bump lang.
Wala tayong magagawa. Kuya Ping, ikaw rito, lumundag ka na lumundag. Pag na-shoot natin.
Hey, meron silang
Pero itatalo ko sa ring. Naintindihan mo ko? Make your shot. Ma-shoot ka mo.
Kahit isama mo sa board, tol.
Lahat kayo rito, ha?
Tol, wag sa board, pre. Bawal.
Bawal sa board. Tama lang sa ring.
Yung dalawang guard, ha?
Usapo ko ni Martel, hindi na, rebound.
Riban, Martel. Huwag na. Ayan mo na sila.
So Himpayan will miss the second. Basta tumama lang sa ring. AG Canaleta there. Boy, did he wish he was playing right now. Turned out to be a classic game here. Seryoso si Boss Monching.
Actually, pwedeng gawin dito ng Cebu, no? Although it will prolong the game is commit a lane violation, but he hits it.
He makes it.
Janamon.
Wala na.
And that's gonna do it. Boy, what a frenetic pace to finish this ball game. Cebu certainly had their chances again, but just falling short.
It was a big escape for Biñan. They were up 16 going into the fourth quarter. Cebu showing a lot of character, coming back and nearly stealing this victory. They did it without June Manzo in the last 3 quarters of this ball game. But you gotta tip her hat off to Cebu, but also Biñan. Ibang klase din yung poise na pinakita nila nung dulo, lalo na si Carlo Lastimosa with 5 straight points. But the most important play of the game was that tap from behind coming from Kenny Roger Rocacurva, who already did his work offensively early on para mabigay ng kalamangan dito sa Biñan, which they held on up until the end for this victory.
Best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Well, Rocacurva finishes with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, and 4 steals. So Biñan able to snap that 3-game losing streak and beat Cebu, Ken.
81-78 ang ating final score. Let's go courtside to Miss Lyra Punsalan.
Kenny, congratulations. Big win and it's all about playing with heart for you. Sabi mo nga, medyo nahabol kayo ng Cebu. Pero ano sa tingin mo yung naging edge nyo para maipaglaban tong panalo?
First of all, papasalamat ako kay Lord na binigay sa amin itong panalo na to. Nag-adjust lang kami siguro nung halftime nung nawala si Manso, parang nakumpiyansa na kami. Kaya nahabol kami. Tapos nung fourth quarter, binalik na namin yung sigla namin. Kaya ayun, uwi namin yung panalo ngayon.
And with your chemistry still in progress again, ano pa ang kailangan yung gawin to stop such close games?
Siyempre, number 1, defense namin. Kailangan pa natin talaga ayusin yung communication namin sa opensa. Nawawala pa kami. And siyempre, mga misplays namin, kailangan namin doblehin or triplehin pa yun.
Any greetings, Kenny?
Binabati ko si Boss Robenta ng Bis, Motorcycle Tire, Ma'am Rina ng Game Export, Victoria Sport, Boss Ajit Anunuevo, and Mayor Jel Alonte, and sa Pinenclo, 6 Night Mom. And syempre sa pinakamamahal namin si Boss Monching Talasayan. And syempre sa family ko, sa wife ko, sa 2 anak ko, si Kenji at si Kiana.
Maraming salamat, Kenny Rocacurva of the Biñan Tatak Gel. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra. Gutsy win by Biñan at home. And tomorrow, we will go back to the Bataan People's Center in the city of Balanga, Bataan. First game po natin, San Juan kontra Bulacan, followed by the Elegant Isabela Cowboys. Will take on the Imos Brotherhood, and in our main game, the Bataan Risers will defend their turf. They will take on the Davao Occidental Tigers. And that's gonna do it for our coverage here from Biñan, Laguna. On behalf of my partner, si Delph Tupas, and our courtside reporter, Ms. Lyra Punsalan, and our entire crew, ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtutok at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.